microorganisms, friend and foe. The chapter is microorganisms, friend and foe. So we can see different types of organisms in and around us. Some which we can see by our naked eyes, like plants, animals, etc. But some organisms which we cannot see by our naked eyes or unaided eyes are called microorganisms. Micro means small organisms. So that means they are very small organisms which we cannot see by our naked eyes. So that is microorganisms. Then how we can study the microorganisms? How we can observe the microorganisms? So maybe some microorganisms are unicellular organisms, but some microorganisms are multicellular one, which we cannot see by our naked eyes. So that means we can use some lens. Lenses which magnify the size of the organisms. But some again we cannot observe by using lenses. We need an instrument that is called as microscopes. That means microorganisms can be observed under microscopes. So there are 4 groups of microorganisms: bacteria, virus, protozoa, algae. So bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae comes under these groups. That means there are 4 groups under microorganisms. Here viruses are not included under these groups because viruses are not as cells. They are not as cells. They are non-living one. When they are found outside, they are non-living. But when they are found inside the body of plant, animal, bacteria, shows living characters. Hence, they are not included under these groups. Then these viruses reproduce only within plant cell, animal cell and bacterial cell. So ವಂಶಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು plant cell, animal cell as well as bacterial cells. So within that they reproduce. That is the characteristics of viruses. And these viruses cause some disease. So one is cold. So common cold, all of you are experienced in that. Cold, influenza, that is nothing but flu, cough, that is due to virus infection, then polio, unable to walk, the inability of the nose to do its function, that means polio, then chicken pox, then present corona is also a viral one. Corona disease is due to coronavirus. So that means all these are the disease caused by viruses. Cold, influenza or flu, cough, polio, chicken pox, COVID-19 or coronavirus disease. So all these are viral disease. Then some disease caused by protozoa. Protozoa is nothing but unicellular organisms. Primitive unicellular organisms. Some disease like dysentery, that is amoebic dysentery, caused by Entamoeba histolytica. So anyway, dysentery is nothing but loose motion. Then malaria, one of fever is caused by Plasmodium vivax. So that means malarial fever, dysentery caused by protozoa. Then bacterial disease. Bacteria also cause disease like typhoid tuberculosis. So one is typhoid fever, then another one tuberculosis, shortly called TB. So that means malaria, typhoid and tuberculosis caused by bacteria. So that means where you can see these microorganisms. You can see, that means where they live. Microorganisms live in all the environment. Maybe a cold one, so that means very cold region like ice cold, hot springs, very high temperature, or they are found in desert, they are found in marshy where the water content is there, marshy area. They are found in the body of plants, animals, etc. So these microorganisms cause disease to the plants as well as animals. That means harmful effect. Still, even microorganisms are useful to us also. So there are a lot of useful effects you can see by microorganisms. That means they are helpful to us. So that means they are nothing but friendly microorganisms. So what are the friendly microorganisms? Microorganisms are useful to us. That means in our daily life. So what are the uses of microorganisms? Microorganisms are involved in preparation of curd, then bread, cake, etc. So if you have a milk, next day is turned into curd, is mainly because of microorganisms. So the preparation of the curd, mosaru, bread. So bread is soft is due to the yeast, or cake, in the preparation of cake where microorganisms are used. Then second use, they clean the environment. So if animal dies or plant dies, it may not remain for many days, mainly because of decomposition of these dead and decaying matter. So maybe a waste of animals or plant parts has fallen, is all decomposed by microorganisms. Hence, they clean the environment or clean the surrounding. Just imagine if there is no microorganisms, all dead bodies or plants and animals or waste may remain on ground itself. So all these are cleaned by microorganisms. Then they enhance the soil fertility. Microorganisms increase the soil fertility because in atmosphere there are about 78% nitrogen is present. They are fixed by the microorganisms. So that means rhizobium or some bacteria fix the atmospheric nitrogen to the soil which is available to the plants, hence make the soil fertile. So that means they increase the soil fertility. Then they are used in the preparation of medicine. Used in the preparation of medicine. These are the uses of microorganisms.